kiddos, today we are going to be doing a beautiful butterfly, and it's going to be a very simple lesson because all we need is paper, a black crayon, we're going to be using this mostly, and then at the end if you want to color it with you can use markers, crayons, or watercolors even if you have those. So whatever you have available, you can make it however you want, colorful. Okay, so it's just a regular piece of paper. The first thing I want you to do is to fold the piece of paper in half like if it was a book. So I like to line up my corners, okay, and then once they're lined up, you can just press the other side down, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. This isn't gonna stay closed. We're gonna open it back up. We just want this nice crease right in the middle of our paper, okay? All right, so I have my crease right here. And what I'm gonna do along that crease is I'm gonna draw half of my butterfly. Let me get centered so you can see my whole paper, okay? Now the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna take my black crayon. I'm gonna first draw almost like a backward C, just like that. This is my butterfly's head, okay? And then the body is gonna be skinny, so it's gonna go all the way down just like that to the crease. Now notice I'm just drawing, and as soon as I get to the crease, I stop. So this is gonna be the body, and this is gonna be the head, okay? Now we're gonna draw its wings, okay? So from the neck right here, or even a little bit below, we're just gonna come out. Oops, my crayon broke, that's okay. Gonna come out just like that to the top of the wing. And then I'm going to drop down just like that. Now when I get about halfway down, I'm gonna go in towards the body, and then I'm gonna bring it out again, okay? So I'm just kind of making it, see, it's a kind of a crooked line, and that's okay because that's kind of the way the wings are. It's not a perfectly straight line. So I'm gonna keep bringing it down till I get to the bottom of my paper, and then I'm gonna bring it back in towards the body. Okay, so we have the body, the head, and the wings. Okay, now I'm gonna just go over my lines one more time. I'm gonna actually bring this all the way to the body. Okay, I'm gonna go over my lines with my black crayon and just make them nice and dark. And I'm gonna show you why in a second, because we are going to trace over this, and we want to make sure that our lines are nice and dark. Okay, all right, so we have this is half of our butterfly, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to refold my paper just how I had it before. And as you can see, if you're just using regular paper, which you should be, you can faintly see my lines that I already drew. Can you see those? Okay, so it might be easier on your paper. But what we're gonna do is on this side, we're gonna trace right on top of our lines, and you will see why in a second. And while you trace, you can press nice and hard, because what's going to happen is the inside of the paper is going to pick up these lines. Let's just keep tracing. You can see where they are. Okay, once you're all done tracing, open it back up. Do you see what happened? So these lines on this side transferred onto this side. Pretty cool. So now we can complete our full butterfly tracing those lines. Move this over a little bit so it's flat. Okay, here we go. We have a full butterfly now, okay? We are now going to add some details. So we're gonna do this the same way. What I'm gonna do is on one side, I'm gonna add all my details, and then I'll do the same thing again. I'll close it up and retrace it, and then I'll have it on this side. So it'll be actually perfectly symmetric, which means it's the same on both sides. All right, here we have my butterfly that I did. And as you can tell, all I really did was add just random lines for the inside. They can go any way you want. What's gonna make it look really beautiful is when we color it, okay? But before we do that, we have to add a couple more details. We have to add the little antennas, which are just lines going out. And I'm putting little dots at the end of the lines. And then now we get to color it. So I'm gonna have my daughter help me color it. Here goes.